Forget the clones and the recycled cash grabs that usually flood the app stores. We're only 3 months into 2026, and the mobile gaming landscape is already evolving faster than ever. From high-octane ARPGs that push your hardware to its limit, to those deep, addictive simulation runners and tactical roguelikes you just can't put down. I've spent hours testing every one of these 15 brand new releases, analyzing everything from gameplay depth to visual performance, so you don't have to waste your time or your storage space on a bad download. Whether you're looking for a massive open-world experience or a quick burst indie gem, I've got you covered. This is TapRank, and these are the 15 best new mobile games you need on your home screen right now. Starting at number 15 is Sound of Horses, a unique narrative-driven adventure from Vanilla Sky Productions that blends classic horse sim mechanics with an episodic mystery. Set in the peaceful homeland, the game quickly shifts from a cozy simulation into a deep exploration of parallel worlds across its initial 7-hour story. While the stylized graphics look stunning on high-end devices, the real draw is the atmosphere and the promise of new episodes throughout 2026. It's a perfect pick if you want a polished, story-heavy experience that feels different from your average mobile title.
Hello again. Let's get ready to play some baseball.
At number 14 is Baseball Hits, a fast-paced sports arcade title designed for quick sessions and high scores. Unlike complex simulators, this game focuses on satisfying physics and intuitive timing mechanics that make every home run feel impactful. With vibrant, stylized graphics and a solid progression system for unlocking new gear, it's the perfect pick-up-and-play game for your daily commute. If you're looking for a polished, competitive sports fix without the steep learning curve, this one is a must-download. Coming in at number 13 is Factory Escape Survival Game, a tense puzzle survival experience that drops you into a high-stakes industrial setting. You'll need to master complex machinery and environmental hazards to find your way out, all while managing limited resources. The game excels at creating a sense of urgency with its claustrophobic atmosphere and challenging level design. If you enjoy games that test your logic and your nerves under pressure, this Factory Breakout is well worth the install.
At number 12 is Dissidia Final Fantasy, a high-octane action RPG that successfully brings the legendary franchise's iconic heroes and villains together for massive crossover battles on your phone. This mobile entry captures the signature fast-paced 3D combat the series is known for, fully optimized for touch controls with flashy animations and strategic team-building mechanics. You'll spend your time mastering the unique Brave to HP damage system while unlocking fan-favorite characters from across the entire Final Fantasy timeline. Whether you're a longtime fan of the series or just love deep RPG progression and over-the-top combat, this is a high-budget title that delivers a true console-quality experience in the palm of your hand. Coming in at number 11 is Swap Heroes Eternal Legends, a real-time fantasy RPG from Glaive Games that ditches static combat for a dynamic hero-swapping mechanic. Unlike traditional squad battlers, you're constantly rotating characters mid-fight to trigger powerful elemental combos and adapt to enemy patterns on the fly. With a vibrant art style reminiscent of Brawl Stars and a deep roguelike progression system, every run through the world of Solaria feels fresh. If you're tired of autoplay RPGs and want a game where your timing and strategy actually determine the outcome, this is the one to install. At number 10 is The Last Elf Dark Fantasy RPG, a standout offline title that delivers a surprisingly deep console-like experience. You play as the final survivor of a fallen realm, navigating a beautifully ruined world filled with demons and ancient mysteries. The gameplay focuses on responsive, real-time hack-and-slash combat and impactful boss fights, all packaged in a download under 700 megabytes. It's a rare gem for players who want a focused, story-driven adventure without the need for a constant internet connection.
At number 9 is Prison Multiplayer Arena, a massive 2026 update to the competitive prison escape genre. This isn't just about breaking out, it's a full-scale social sandbox where you choose to be an inmate or a guard in a living, breathing facility. With a revamped crafting system and high-stakes PvP combat, you'll need to form alliances or use sheer force to dominate the yard. The real-time multiplayer interactions and hidden secrets spread throughout the map make every server feel like a brand new story. If you've been looking for a polished, chaotic multiplayer experience with tons of replay value, this is one of the best social simulators out right now. At number 8 is Wizard Legend Fighting Master, a high-speed, roguelike action game where you play as a dessert-loving wizard fighting back against a mutated candy corporation. The gameplay is fast and addictive, featuring over 50 unique magic skills across 5 elemental types like fire, frost, and thunder. By combining these spells with random artifacts found on each floor, you can create completely broken builds that clear entire rooms in seconds. Its easy, one-handed vertical controls and challenging boss fights make it one of the most polished and satisfying shooters to hit the store this year. At number 7 is Coffee Talk, the highly anticipated mobile port of the critically acclaimed lo-fi narrative simulator. Set in an alternate Seattle filled with fantasy races, you play as a barista listening to the struggles of your diverse customers while brewing the perfect drink to help them through their night. The game's strength lies in its relaxing atmosphere, beautiful pixel art, and a chilled-out soundtrack that makes it the ultimate wind-down experience. If you're looking for a game that prioritizes storytelling and human connection over high-speed action, this is an absolute masterpiece for your collection.
At number 6 is Avestore Supermarket Simulator, a highly addictive management game that perfectly captures the current simulation trend. You start with a small corner shop and must handle everything from stocking shelves and setting prices to managing your staff and expanding your floor space. The first-person perspective makes the day-to-day tasks feel incredibly immersive, and the progression system keeps you constantly working toward that next big upgrade. If you're looking for a polished, grindy simulator that rewards smart business decisions, this is one of the best ways to build your retail empire on the go.
At number 5 is Clonk Swarm, a visually striking 3D take on the Survivors roguelike genre that recently hit early access. Unlike most pixel art clones, this one uses a full 3D engine to render massive, chaotic waves of enemies that you'll need to mow down with a wide variety of unlockable weapons, everything from laser swords to playing cards. With deep, randomized perks and unique playable characters like the horse-headed warrior Long Ying Mazun, it offers incredible replayability and a polished feel that stands out from the crowd. If you love fast-paced auto combat and building unstoppable screen-clearing upgrades, this is easily one of the most satisfying releases of 2026. At number 4 is Darklord Vampire Survival, a dark fantasy powerhouse that officially launched on March 26, 2026. This isn't just another roguelike, it's a massive 3 GB open-world survival RPG where you rise as Dracula's successor. The gameplay is incredibly deep, blending fast-paced combat with a unique bloodline evolution system that lets you absorb powers from 9 different races. Beyond the fighting, you'll build your own Crimson Sanctuary and even convert fallen enemies into loyal blood servants to fight by your side. If you want a high-budget, shadow-soaked adventure that feels like V Rising for mobile, this is a top-tier choice.
At number 3 is Wicked Defense, a standout tower defense roguelike from Superplanet that officially launched on March 4th, 2026. You play as an unemployed witch defending the world from dragon hordes using a mix of tactical deck building and screen-wiping elemental spells. The game's real depth comes from its gem-merging equipment system and a village management mode where your rescued citizens provide idle rewards and stat boosts. With its hilarious premise and challenging high-stakes wave defense, it's a highly polished strategy title that feels both fresh and incredibly addictive. At number 2 is Dynasty Soul, an explosive arcade-style ARPG that officially hit mobile stores in mid-March 2026. This game takes the classic Three Kingdoms dark fantasy setting and injects it with high-speed, side-scrolling hack-and-slash combat. What sets this apart is the War Soul system, where you collect and summon stylized chibi-style heroes to unleash devastating ultimate skills and aerial juggles. With a massive 2.6 gigabyte install size, it delivers some of the best particle effects and fluid animations we've seen this year, especially during the epic Abyss raids. If you're looking for a hardcore combo-heavy experience that feels like a premium console brawler, Dynasty Soul is a masterpiece you need to check out.
我只是遵主人之命，听脚这些
姑娘身手了得。
恕难从命，我要回主人身边去了。不过若是
Finally, at number 1 is Ragnarok Sharing Hero, the massive new evolution of the iconic RO franchise that officially launched on March 26, 2026. This isn't just a nostalgic trip, it introduces a groundbreaking character sharing system that lets you lend your heroes to friends or borrow high-level characters to crush elite Demon Lord raids and kingdom missions. Built on the immutable ecosystem, the game features intense real-time faction warfare between Cosmos and Chaos, where every PvP victory actually shifts the control of the world map. With its classic art style, deep gear progression, and a player-driven economy, it's the most ambitious mobile RPG we've seen this year. If you only download one game from this list, make it this one. That wraps up our top 15 new mobile games for April 2026. If you found your next favorite game on this list, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Tap Rank so you never miss a new release. I've put the download links for all these titles in the description below. Let me know in the comments which one you're downloading first. Is it the strategy of Wicked Defense or the massive world of Ragnarok? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.